What's up people, welcome back to another video in Hustle with Zid. So today we are going to learn about the overview of Python and why Python is extensively used. Okay, so first of all, overview of Python. Python was developed by Guido van Rossum while he was working in National Research Institute, Netherlands. Okay, Python was officially made available in public in February 20th, 1991 if I'm right. Yes, okay. And the name Python is basically derived from a show named The Complete Monty Python Circus. It is not derived from any species, it's derived from a show which was broadcasted in BBC from 1969 to 1974. Okay, so the now question arises in most of the people's minds, so why Python, why it is overhyped? So if you are a beginner, then I recommend you to learn Python as the first language. Why? Because it has many features, means it has derived many features from many languages. For example, the functional programming features from C, it has derived object-oriented programming features from C++, scripting language features and Perl, which are derived from the Perl and shell scripting, modular programming features from Modular. So it's an extensive thing. For example, this language has derived a lot of features from these languages. Okay, so why and where we can use the Python actually? So the question arises, where can we use the Python actually? We can use Python extensively in most of the applications like web applications, desktop applications, network applications, data analysis, data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence. We can develop games too, Internet of Things, hacking, and there are many more applications available in the world that we can use. For example, Google is using, IBM is using the Python in most of their projects. So let me show you an example. I basically wrote the hello program code here in different languages. The above one is from C++ and the below one is from Java, and the third one is from Python. So if you compare all the three codes, the Python code is the minimalist here. In C++ it took 8 lines of code, and in Java it took 10 lines of code, but whereas in this we just took it's just a matter of one line. Okay, you just type this thing. Let me do it once again for you. Print hello world. So this is what all we need. Okay, it went here. Okay, so this is all what we need. So let me tell you some features about Python. So it's open source and freeware. So what is the meaning of the open source and freeware? For example, you can get the source code of this particular language Python in the web, and you can customize it depending upon your need, maybe for your organization need or for your individual need, whatever it can be. And the second point is platform independent. You just have to write code and you can run it anywhere. It doesn't depend on the particular, it means it's a cross-platform thing. Once you write a Python program, it can run on any platform without rewriting once again. Internally, PVM is responsible. PVM is basically Python virtual machine, is responsible to convert into machine understandable form. Okay, simple and easy to learn. When you compare it with other languages, for example Java or C++ or C, the number of keywords present in this language, means this particular Python language, are nearly 35 in the updated version 3.7. okay, whereas in other languages that's not the case. We have a very large number of keywords to remember. To people who don't know about the keywords is basically the reserved words, means that has special meaning in this language. For example, if, else, elif, while, return. So these all are the keywords. Dynamically typed. So this is a beautiful thing that I had experienced in this language. So let me show you what is dynamically typed. For example, a is equal to 10. This is a variable, a is the variable, and I had assigned a value 10 to it. And if I print a, I will get value of 10. Okay. If I type this, it means if I see what is the type of this variable, data type of this variable. So this is the data type, it's int type. Okay. If I take the same variable name and I write a string, for example, hustle with Zid, okay, and I print a, okay, hustle with Zid, we got the value. Earlier a was an int type and now it's a string type. How will we know? So there is a function present in Python named type, okay, which will tell us the data type of particular variable. You got this. Earlier it was int and now it is string. So that means we need not to declare that it is a string format or it is a int format here. For example, if you observe other languages, we have to declare it in this way, int a is equal to 10. You would have observed in many of the languages that we have to declare the data type before the variable name. So there is no need of doing this in this particular language. So this is basically marvelous thing. Okay. So the next thing is extensive library. We have a rich library, for example, pandas, NumPy, SciPy, and there are many other languages, for example, many other libraries present in Python which has different functionality. So Python has a rich inbuilt library. Being a programmer, we can use this library directly and we need not to responsible to implement the functionality. Okay. Sixth one is high level programming language. Python is high level programming language and hence it is a programmer friendly language. Being a programmer, we are not required to concentrate low level activities like memory management and security, etc. Yeah, memory management in the sense of garbage collection. For example, if you see these two examples here, in the first case is a equal to 10, in the second case a equal to hustle with Zid. So if you observe these two, the first assigned value to a is 10 and later the same variable a is assigned to hustle with Zid. Once we execute this code, the variable with name a, the value in it is hustle with Zid. It's no more 10. So this will go to the garbage collection. So we need not to worry about the memory management. So this is all are the features so far in the Python. Okay, a quick overview. It was developed by Guido van Rossum and it was made public in 1991. The name is derived from the Complete Monty Python Circus, which was broadcasted in BBC from 1969 to 1974. It has derived the features from these particular languages: functional programming from C, object-oriented programming features from C++, scripting features from Perl and shell scripting, modular programming features from Modula 3. And where we can extensively use in these kind of applications, for example, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analysis, data science, desktop applications, network applications, web applications, games, hacking, etc. So what is the best thing about the Python? That we can write the program in small snippets means small snippet codes is sufficient to write a particular program which will indirectly influence the performance and cost. Yes, okay. So this is just an example about the Python, how to print. So how to print a statement in a word, and these are the features. Open source and freeware, we can download the code and customize based upon the requirement. Platform independent, just write for once and you can execute it anywhere. Simple and easy to learn. Yes, it is readable. For example, here we are printing a statement, print hello world, where it is understandable. It's just like we are reading the English statements. Okay. Dynamically typed, I told you what is dynamically typed. Earlier the variable name a with value 10 and now the variable name with a and the value is hustle with Z. Here we need not to declare any int in front of the variable name, and here we in front of a we need not to declare any string. Okay. Extensive library, Panda like Panda, SciPy, NumPy, and many more, tkinter, and many more libraries are available. Okay, and we can use it freely. High level programming languages, yes, the garbage collection concept. Okay, so that's all for this video.